Hey everyone, thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. On today's show, Daniel Maguire and Vinny Ventiera. You may know them from The Bachelorette Season 12 with JoJo Fletcher or Bachelor in Paradise Season 3 and 4, and we cover a lot, including how to relax her when you're going down on her, the importance of hygiene, especially during anal sex, and why you should just cut to the chase and ask her out already. And we have a live lube taste test. All this and more. Thanks for listening.
Into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com. You can check out everything going on our website. You can subscribe to the podcast. We love when you subscribe. We love when you review us on iTunes. It's amazing. You can also find us on iHeartRadio. You can find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play. And thank you, everyone, for just emailing us and being part of the show. And welcome to Alternative August. Big month for us here at Sex with Emily. And you can join the fun because alternative sex, you guys, it's not as complicated as you think. You're probably thinking like you got to build like a dungeon or a red room of pain. And I am not saying that. I'm saying just try one thing this month that's outside your sexual box. So something that's outside your comfort zone. So maybe you just like want to talk dirty. Maybe you even have a fetish that you want to try or like a sex toy that you've been like, oh, we should probably try that butt plug or something. This is the month to do it. And it can just be even talking about sex for the first time, which a lot of people don't even know how to talk about sex. We're picking 4 winners. Email me by August 31st, feedback@sexwithemily.com. Alternative August, welcome. My guest, did you guys know it was Alternative August?
No.
Oh my God. Well, you guys
pumped.
are great to talk to. I'm excited to talk to you about Alternative August. I've got Daniel Maguire and Vinny Ventiera. Ventiera?
Yeah. Ventiera. That's it? Yeah, you got it.
Ventiera.
Ventiera.
Okay,
Doesn't
Ventiera.
matter. It's all good.
Can I just call you Vinny?
Yes, Vinny.
Daniel, Vinny. But you guys are the man. You guys, they're on Bachelors in Paradise and on The Bachelorette. First of all, you're both on The Bachelorette, same season. So you became like bros, best BFFs, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ish.
Little bromance.
Now you have the bromance going.
Couple pals just hanging out.
Pals hanging out, right? That's good, right? Bromance makes you feel like, dude, can we just be friends? Like, it's not like you're in love. I get it. And now they're on Bachelor in Paradise. You guys were on it before.
Last
This is
season,
our second
and
season, yeah.
we're on the season that's
That
airing
feels
now.
good, right? Coming back. Like, they
Yeah.
could say, like, hi, no thanks.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I had
When you're hot, you know?
Yeah. Hot commodities.
Right, you guys are hot. They're really cute. You got to check it out on the website and all that. Snapchat. We'll have it on Instagram. You guys are really cute. You are.
Thank you.
Got
So
some
are
kind
you.
of special. Thank you. I'm excited that you're here because I've been following you. I was watching your show, your Patty Stanger episode too, because you guys got
geez.
fixed up. And I feel like your job right now is basically dating, right? I mean, you're out there finding women.
It seems like that, huh?
Seems
You've been
like
under
yeah.
the gun.
We've been on a
right?
dating show. We kind of, yeah.
Our job
We're in
is
that
to
realm.
be single, not single. Our job is to, I don't know, entertain.
Now, so it's entertaining, but I have a question. Let's back up. We're going to get to Patty in a minute. That was intense being on her show. Like, I know how that goes down. But when you guys started out, you started on The Bachelorette. Were you like, like maybe I could find some love? Like, what were you thinking? What was your motivation?
Well, I got asked to go on it, so I was like, yeah, why not, I had no idea who the girl was, but I knew the chances weren't great, with one girl and 25 guys. I mean, and the girl that was there, it's not like it's a girl I'm potentially looking for as in like the type of girl. It's just a random girl. It's not like exactly, if it was, for example, let's say we did a survey on exactly what type of girl I look for, and then they narrow that down to like one awesome girl, like my dream girl.
Right.
And so I'm trying to go for her, but
you weren't even feeling it when you saw it.
it's just a random girl. You have no idea who she is. And
Right.
she's fine.
Okay. So it was a good experience, though.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, overall, it's still a good experience. Paradise is better because you get more girls.
Guys, there's so many girls. Like, that's like spring break. I mean, there's like what? I mean, you guys just going there and they're like, have sex, drink, have fun.
It's not as much as you might think.
Not as much sex.
It can get like that. It just depends on the crew that's there.
Right. That's better for you just because, you have more to choose from. Because, right, when you go on The Bachelorette, there's one woman and then you have all these women that you can choose from. So I'm wondering, like, what have you guys, from watching yourself, what have you learned about yourself as far as like dating goes? Did it help you figure out more?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because we are on a television show, so that gives us a chance to watch it You know, so like you're not really every day where you can go on a date with somebody, kiss somebody, be romantic with somebody, and watch it back. So now you kind of see like, oh, I should have been a little more aggressive in this conversation. I should have talked about this a little more. So that is a good thing for us. You know, that is something we have an advantage, I guess, from other people.
Yeah, it's like when you're
TV
taking
shows. You can see your own work.
Totally. Like if you're taking a public speaking class and like watch your stuff on tape. Like, do you feel like you've learned stuff, Danny?
Yeah. So when I'm watching myself back and I see how I'm talking and interacting, it's just thought about this right now that I act obviously different with girls who I like.
Right.
And so you're obviously, you know, you're going to be maybe more romantic, more flirtatious, nicer with a girl you like. With a girl you don't like as much, you could goof around more and whatever.
Right.
Like, for example, last season with Ashley I wasn't interested in her, and I didn't really even want to go on a date, but, you know, I just thought, why not? So I just kind of had fun with it. It was more like a friend thing. So me, myself, I see I interact when I'm with someone I like or I don't like. And yet there hasn't been anyone yet where I'm truly head over heels and I really, really like her. So, I mean, you'd see that side of me if I was...
Well, how are you different then when you're head over heels?
When I really like a girl, I'm just more... Just all my good qualities come out, you know? Because when you meet a girl that... you know, you're not attracted with, you're going to be just more like, you're talk to her like as a buddy, you know, as a friend. And you can't put your best foot forward on every single person. You know, it takes more energy.
Got it. I got it. Okay. So you guys, I watched you on Patty Sanger and The Bachelor in Paradise and all that. And so how, you know, Patty, she sets you up. You guys were both fixed up. I thought that was great, by the way. And I think it will be great to set you guys up for future because you guys get along and you're meeting chicks. So Daniel, you went on the date and the woman was like, he was like, I don't swear on this show a lot, but I effing me. Mm-hmm. Right? Like she was checking out my body the whole time. Like you're really interested in the physicality.
Well,
and that
I was checking her out. Yeah, Dill, I'm not going to lie. I was checking her out. And just, I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Right. Okay.
But it's just, looks is obviously first important, but 90% of it is personality, you know? I just obviously first want to be attracted to the girl.
Right.
And, you know, she has her boobs hanging out. It's going to be hard not to stare at it sometimes.
Right, got it. But don't you think so? Okay, right, because that was the first thing you said. You should compliment her, and then you complimented her boobs.
But the thing is, it's funny. No, that's editing.
I get it. I was at a show too.
So because Patty was like, give me 20 compliments about the girl. I'm like, 20 compliments? I don't even know the girl. So obviously a lot of it's going to be just on looks, right? Because you don't know her personality. So you can't just go... You know what I mean? And then, so obviously, you know, I'm going to be like nice hair, nice, you know, nice eyes, nice dimples, nice.
Yeah, and you ran out of places. You're like a nice cleavage.
Exactly.
Which is
That's
actually
what it was.
very
And again,
specific. It's good to be specific in your comments. You were like nice rack.
Yeah.
You were like nice cleavage.
Exactly. So.
Or nice nipples.
Exactly.
Specific.
I was being somewhat politically correct, you know?
Somewhat. Yeah, that's good. So, Vinny, you were like too nice. That's your thing.
Yeah, I guess that's...
Too nice. And I feel for you. Because, like, first of all, you're really good. You're both really good looking. You know that. Like, I didn't need to tell you that.
Thank you.
But... this nice guy thing, like, does it kind of piss you off? You're like, fuck you, because you don't. There, I'm swearing now. You guys are bringing it out to me. Are you kind of like, you know what? So what? Like, can't you?
No, it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I've gotten this far in my life. You know, right? I'm happy with my status.
Listen. Again, this comes back to TV and editing. He's a nice guy, but he's not that nice. Like, he's not like what they pitch him out to be.
Right.
It's TV, you know.
Exactly.
They have to make a story.
We're in that element now, so we don't have to keep calling that out.
No, it's true. I get it. I get that it's a lot.
But I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, I don't mind being the nice guy.
Right. No, I don't think so either. But I'm just saying, like, if you guys have, because now you're going, what's next? You're on the show. You can't tell me exactly what happens, right? Because it hasn't aired yet. But are you guys looking for love right now? Or do you want to find someone? I think for me, I'm at a point in my career where I'm kind of getting to the top of the hill where I'm pretty happy where things are going. It's hard. And that is the number one thing with my relationships. I travel a lot and I'm not home, and then it turns into like a game of catch up. Like, where are you? Like, what are you doing? And then it just starts being annoying, and that just turns me into a negative person, which I shouldn't be. But I mean, I give a girl that I date every right to want to know what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of at the time of my life where it's hard to do that because I'm DJ, following my goal. Yeah, I'm following my dreams. DJs are I'm sorry, but I think they're not great guys to date. Right, and I tell my friends that. I'm like, sleep with a DJ, totally hook up with a DJ. Yeah. But you can't date the DJ.
But
that's what sucks. I mean,
because you're on the road, you got a lot of girls.
Oh my God, there's like girls like 4 a.m. I'm like, well, he didn't come home. Of course he didn't. He's a DJ. He's never going to come home. Yeah, like my friend for 9 years, I'm sure you are. And eventually, yes. But don't be. But what about just being single but dating right now? Like, what about that? I know on the shows you have to be like, I'm looking for love, but come on, Bachelor in Paradise, you have 18 days to fall in love.
Well, not this season.
It's shorter.
Right, exactly.
Even to rest your point, yeah.
So and I get that's all TV, but let's talk about you guys in the real Daniel and Vinny in real life. I mean,
Let's do
you're in
it.
your late 20s?
29, turning 30
Right.
in a couple
Okay,
months.
right. This is a big time. So I feel
Prime.
like, and your careers are taking off.
Yeah.
All these girls, you're going to have more girls right now. I mean, really, what about the dating process? Like,
It's to be honest, it is super hard because like we're both on the road lots. We both have girls to choose from. It's
right?
hard to settle down sometimes because this one comes up and this one comes up or whatever.
I want to read your text, Matt, like your last
just-
text
you
message.
get-
Oh,
Right.
God. I'll show you my DMs. They're crazy.
I was going to say your
You wanna
DMs.
see it? Let's
Yes.
do it.
You could be picky sometimes, and I'm happy alone, and so
So many.
if like I'm content
I'll show
being alone.
you the ones I didn't open.
Yeah. I don't open them either. I get dick pics. I block you all. You guys, I block you when you send me dick pics.
I blocked the dick pics too.
You do? You guys are cute. You
I gotta
probably
find a
get
good
both.
one.
Wait, but here's my question, though. You were saying before the show, well, right, and we were just getting the mics going, but that women now, you think, more so than before, now that you're famous and they've seen your body and your abs on TV, that they're nervous when they hook up with you. Or they think they should act a certain way. Because I get that too with guys. I
Yeah,
have a
but
sex show.
we can tell. We have a good radar.
yeah,
we
we-
can tell who's faking it.
Or
you know?
just can you tell if a girl's intimidated or scared or anything?
Like sexually. Not just when you meet them, but like, weren't you saying like in bed they were...
Sometimes you can meet a girl who just feels a little bit shy, but other ones they're just like animals.
Really? Yeah. Okay, so tell me about the animals. Like what's...
Mine are actually pretty positive, my DM. Obviously don't read the name.
I won't read the name. Okay, this is amazing.
This happens a lot, I mean, for both of us.
Okay, so this is Vinny's DM.
It's actually a message on Facebook.
Facebook.
I get a lot of these, I mean, it's I appreciate it, though. That's all good stuff.
Okay, so this is going to seem insane, Vinny. I watched you on TV, and as crazy as it might sound, I think you'd be perfect for my daughter. She's the most beautiful, amazing person I've ever known. That's her daughter. So that's good. She's a good mom. She lives in Chicago, does hair, and is beautiful inside and out. I think this is how you seem as well. We were actually talking about you. And she said she matched with you on Bumble.
Oh.
Dude, you're this close. You're like
I
2
have it.
degrees separation.
I have it, but I've never
On her way to
used
Puerto
it.
Rico.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe friend her on Instagram. Okay, did you check her out?
No.
No, but what if she's the one? Okay, so you guys, you have like literally, you have women just coming out of the woodwork. I know that. I mean, everywhere.
Yeah.
So now it's just kind of like having fun, right?
Well,
and
yeah, I mean, if the right girl comes along, you're definitely going to take advantage of it.
right. But okay, so I want to hear about the animal. So you can just hook up with people. You don't have to say if you. I mean, you clearly are, Daniel.
Why?
Because you're honest about it, and I love it. Vinny, I can't tell if you are. Maybe you don't.
What?
You're not going to say like.
The
well,
show?
Danny already told me that the girls are either animals in bed or they're shy.
There's no. There are.
I like
there's-
animals. I'm not judging. I want
No,
to
me
know.
too. I
whether-
love animals.
I want to know what she did that made her. You go. That's an animal.
Well, just sometimes girl will just lay there. It's just like, what are you doing?
do
here?
they?
Sometimes
They
yeah.
still do that after all these years of me telling them not to. So women, they
Usually it's the younger ones.
right? They're like in their early 20s, and
I've had some young savages.
Oh, of course, yeah, but they're the ones that have like slept with dozens and dozens of guys already. Some of them.
when you it doesn't matter. If they, okay, wait, back up. When you say they're lying there, are they still? I mean, are they breathing? Are they
No,
passed out? I'm kidding. No, but are they?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really, they're just like lying.
yeah,
and
there's not like any.
they're not like grabbing your penis like in that tickle as pickle book.
Yeah. that's a
Basically,
good
you gotta
book.
do everything. You gotta do everything yourself.
Yeah, that's a waste of time.
Right.
Seriously.
Well, but do you guys-
There's no chemistry there, and you're just like, meh.
Here's my question: What do you guys view on foreplay?
I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
Giving?
Yeah.
Both, yeah.
I like receiving it.
You said this
More.
other. Yeah,
You like
said-
receiving it more than giving?
Vinny said this the other day.
Vinny?
It's funny. We were talking about foreplay and hooking up and kissing, and she's like touching you or sucking you off or whatever.
Right.
And then you go to have sex, and then she might be like, "You don't last that long," but it's like, "What do you expect? You just played around with me for like 30, 45
Right.
minutes. What do you expect? I can't let
Oh,
you."
because you got softer. But did you come or you didn't come?
No,
She was
so
giving
you came, but like let's say you come too quick or whatever. But it's like, what do you expect? Because we were just
Yeah.
jerking me off
Yeah.
the last 30 minutes.
Who jerks off? What is this? Get a hand
Wait,
job
she
in
was
third
giving you a
grade?
hand job for 30
let's-
minutes?
Yeah.
Well, that's
She was
yeah.
no, you know what I mean though.
What's
You're
up
doing
with that?
foreplay. She's touching you and she's sucking you and all
Right.
that sort of stuff. But then when you comes then right away then you go have sex.
Right.
It's
So
like
she gave you a 30-minute blowjob,
No,
and then when
no.
you stuck it in, you came. And when you stuck it in, you came right away. That makes sense. What's their problem?
Right.
No, but here's the thing. I understand what she's saying.
Yeah, what I'm-
No, I do understand. Is that what you're saying too?
Yeah.
Okay. So during this 30-minute,
she's like, not yet. And I'm like, well, what do you expect is going to happen?
but are you going down on them for 30 minutes?
It's funny. A lot of girls don't like that.
I've been in situations where girls have loved it, and I've been in situations where girls don't.
I've had both.
Sometimes maybe I don't know. Maybe they feel insecure about it.
50-50.
Yeah, I think a lot of women. Here's you guys. I feel like I'm going to help you right now. This is so good because you got like Patty Stanger telling you how to date, and you got her like saying all this stuff. But let me tell you a little bit, about sex for real. Like this is stuff because everything you're saying is why I do my show because you're coming up with a lot of the common themes. So, women, I think a lot of women really do like oral sex, but they're think that you don't want to do it. So they're feeling like, or they might be insecure about it because they're not sure about your intent. If you really want to do it, they think he doesn't really want to be down there.
I think that I agree with you. Yeah. I mean, I think we'd obviously rather get oral than give oral.
Of course.
Okay.
But being selfish?
Yeah, of course.
But you think that's okay because we're hot and they want to be with us, then we don't have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's not the case for me. No, I'll do it if
Come on.
if I'm attracted. If I'm attracted to the girl, I will do it. I'll do it.
So the case for you, no?
No. If I'm attracted to the girl, I'll definitely do it.
Daniel,
if you're attracted to her, you'll do it. How long do you do it for? Like when you go down on a woman, like what would you say is about?
Tell you your tongue or mouth gets sore.
Oh, okay. That's actually a good litmus test. Yeah, no, but that's good because some guys are like 2 minutes.
Or she says, stop, you can't handle anymore.
Because it's that good.
Yeah.
Well, they get like it's too much. Yeah, they feel like they're going to like explode, but they don't because they don't.
God, I hate when they're.
You ever had a squirter?
Yeah, I've had that before. My first girlfriend was.
Really? Damn. Do you want one? A squirter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Did you like it? Was it too messy for you? I feel like you're so neat. Like
no, not at all.
You didn't mind.
He's not neat.
No. I don't care. I'm an animal.
You're an animal, right? Okay, so squirting you like?
Yeah, I've never experienced it.
Yeah, it's cool. And when it happens, it can be really interesting.
But you know what I hate? You know what I think?
What do you hate?
Is that when a girl's like, no, I don't go down on guys. I'm like,
yeah, you're not going out.
You'll never get a guy that way.
No,
Sorry.
and you'll never get. I think. Well, you might find a girl who doesn't like oral, but doesn't even know. I think there's a lot of younger. If you're going out with girls, and you guys again, don't send me angry emails. I know that some women in their early 20s, like people who work for me and here in my life, and I know them, they like oral sex. But many women haven't had great oral sex. They might not be that comfortable with, But I think that when you can do that, when you can master that a lot of women really will like it.
I love when a girl says she loves giving like sucking dick or something.
Right. So you're saying that when a girl says, I don't, of course you like a girl loves to suck dick.
No. Of course.
But when she says it and I'm like, yeah.
She's like, I want to suck your cock.
Yeah.
You love it? Yeah. Right. That's hot, right? Okay, so, but you have women who like, but you have women who say to you, I don't like to suck cock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're like, not my jam.
I'm sorry, that's the end of the fucking conversation right there. You could be Margot Robbie, you could be Sidney Crawford. No, I'm probably lying, but.
No, but it's true. So if a woman,
I need that. I think it's a very intimate thing.
That's half of it.
You can tell a lot about a girl the way she gives head.
Tell me what you can find out about a girl by the way she gives head.
Find her soul.
Come on, really? What can you tell?
No, if they're into it, and
you can tell if they've done it lots or not. You know, biggest things.
You're really. I think that you are okay. Daniel, I think that you look at women, you're in a way judging around how many people they've slept with, and then it means something. You're like, if they've slept with a lot of dudes, but
there's for that topic there. If a girl has slept with a lot of dudes, it is good because then she has experience, but you don't necessarily maybe want to bring that girl home to your mom, to me. You know, you don't want to date. I wouldn't necessarily want to date a girl that's been around with a lot of dudes because then you might just be another dude on the list.
Yeah, but she might feel the same way about you.
As we get older, that list is going to get longer and longer.
Yeah, and what is it? But here's what I want to tell you is that, first of all, you shouldn't even have that conversation with someone. You shouldn't ask them how many people they've slept with.
Really?
Nope. Especially in your late 20s, like done. Like that's a conversation that should be buried. And then you should brush up on your oral sex skills. Like stop the talking about how many people they've slept with. That never helps. That conversation never ends well because everybody lies.
It's true.
Everybody lies.
Everyone lies, yeah.
And she's going to look either slutty or prude, and you don't want either one. And he's going to look like a player, and he's already lying. He's cutting it in half, right? By dividing, right? So what I'm saying is that doesn't even help. And so,
but sooner or later, it's funny. Sooner or later, I find someone brings it up somehow, like because they want to ask about your past. You know,
just be like, you know what? All I can think about is the sex I'm having with you now, and it's awesome. That's how you answer that question. Answer. Thank you. But I think that would help. And then the oral sex thing too. That helps, and foreplay. So you're saying, but then you get soft. So.
Not soft. No, not soft.
Soft thing, not soft. You come too quickly. Sorry.
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes
I did not mean to attribute another penis issue to your penis.
No, I don't.
That you come too quickly. You don't have one.
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. You know.
Right.
And then if you drink, obviously that's an issue sometimes as well.
I totally understand that. So I think it's about either if she wants more sex from you, like if she wants to have an orgasm during intercourse, if she's going down on you for 30 minutes or whatever it is, you're going to need more time because of course you're turned on. But you could also in turn go down on her and then you wouldn't come that way. And then wait till you're less aroused.
That's a good trick in the middle.
That's a trick in the middle. So
save yourself a minute.
The back and forth.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I do.
Or here's the thing: if you don't even want to, which I hope you will eventually want to go down on her more, you could just start kissing her again.
I like going down on a girl. Like I said, if I find her attractive, if I'm really attracted to her.
Yeah. Right. If you're attracted to her.
Sometimes you meet a girl. Sometimes you meet a girl and you're like, you want to, you sleep with her, but you're not like super attracted.
I mean,
to her.
also it depends on like the situation. It could be a girl you just met. You could have been dancing tonight. You could be sweaty.
I know. Yeah, exactly. I know a lot of guys that don't like to go down on girls.
I know. I do too.
Well, I think for me to go out down on a girl, it has to be somebody that I'm really interested.
That's what I said. Yeah.
And, keeping the relationship going.
So you wouldn't be like the first time you meet someone, maybe.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have, but not a lot.
But what if she didn't give you a blowjob the first time you were together?
It's not in the world.
If she didn't give me one out of like because she doesn't do it, then that's not going to work. Maybe she's like trying to play it cool. Like we're not taking it that far.
Right.
That I respect.
Okay.
What about this?
Second night.
Tell me.
This just popped in my head.
Yeah.
Is when a girl comes back with you to you wherever you are and she doesn't do anything. It's like, why do you come over in the first place?
What do you mean she came over? She's
say she comes back at the end of the night after you're DJing or whatever.
Well, think about it this way. I mean, this is a situation that we have to deal with now, being on a television show.
Right.
That shit does happen.
It is going to happen. She probably just wants to hang out with you, but she sobered up when she got there.
At like 3 in the morning, it's just like...
Maybe she
Dude, I had a girl that I hung out with.
Maybe she just wanted to see if you really wanted to have like conversation with her if you liked her and it wasn't just about the sex.
At 3 in the morning when everyone's drunk.
Well, it wasn't the best time. I get she's sending a wrong message, but she didn't owe you anything.
No, of course not. It's just funny.
Yeah, you're like, we could have all gone to bed and saved this awkwardness. Right. What were you going to say?
Never mind. That's off topic.
No, okay.
No, it was just kind of something to deal with, like now situations that we have to deal with now being on a show. Like I had a girl that I talked to for a little bit. Like we hooked up, whatever, and I see a screenshot of her Snapchat story where she screenshotted a conversation with a family member. She goes, "You better watch The Bachelorette tonight. My ex is on it." I'm like, I'm your ex. We hung out a couple times.
Yeah,
I just thought of that.
It's funny comment.
I'm not your ex.
Jules is like, what do they expect? Milk and cookies when you come over at 2, 3 in the morning?
Maybe.
But speaking of ex,
maybe she's hungry, not milk and cookies.
One thing
maybe like a pizza.
Is that like now social media is used, like Instagram is used to meet people and whatnot. Right. And so I think like talking about what you just said about your ex when you like.
That's just a creep.
2 or 3 times, whatever. Like again, like just because I send you a message on Instagram or whatever does not necessarily mean I want to sleep with you. Or just because I ask you to go to coffee does again not necessarily mean I want to sleep with you. I want to hang out. I'm very friendly. I'm not shy, so I don't mind hanging out with someone, going to coffee. It's just a social thing to do.
That's the thing too. Now everything turns into this guy's a creep. He's creeping. He's creeping.
And this guy's or they might think maybe this guy's desperate because he asked me within the first 5 minutes. Because I hate wasting time on social media talking.
I agree. Ask him out right away.
You get nowhere.
We're trying to be gentlemen nowadays. And now you turn into a creep.
Exactly.
What if you call him?
I'd say, give me what's your
number?
Loss.
That's like a loss. That's like a artifact now. No one does that.
I know, but it's so much easier. Like just call me and let's make a plan.
We're talking about that with
Patty.
There's a couple girls I've done that with, and we've talked for hours. And I'm like, I told them this is amazing. She said the same thing.
Yeah, right. Because then you're like back and forth. What did he mean? What did she mean by that? It's just really confusing.
The text is so. Like it's just surface level. It's just boring. It's just shit, and there's not going anywhere.
I've had great text conversations with girls where it's been like sarcastic, witty,
doesn't happen
sexual,
often.
And then I met them in person. I was like, "You're not the same person."
Right? Good on paper, good on text.
Well, they were just shy, but still.
Do girls escalate now? Like, are you getting a lot of like naked photos and stuff, or like?
I don't get as much as you think. You'd be surprised.
It's not a lot of. It's not like, oh damn, she's hot.
Right. But no, I get it. It's a bummer. That's why I think that people. One of my top advice is when you're dating or you should just cut the time in half that you're texting.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste your time on my time. I want to figure out.
Exactly.
Another thing I do.
Short.
Another thing I do, like when I used to use Tinder or whatever.
Right.
They got like 4 or 5 pictures. They have the best pictures. I want to see because what Instagram does is basically tells their life story. It shows me if they're into animals or sports or whatever.
Resume.
And so I also because I know they're gonna put the top 5 pictures. And so I want to see what they really look like. So it's basically like a backup. So within the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I used to be like, what's your Instagram? I'm not trying to be like a creep.
No, they should provide their Instagram. I agree.
Yeah, they should. But sometimes I feel like awkward asking for it, but I don't want to waste your time and my time. I'm not trying to be superficial, but I want to be attracted to the girl first, and then right away, then I'll talk about what.
So you ask for a little more information.
Yeah.
So I used to think like maybe if you get on FaceTime or something and you talk to them first, but then I don't know.
Well, it's good to see the Instagram, like you said. You can see like
smart.
what they do with their life, if they have
Instagram's
puppies,
awesome.
if they have a kid, if they go to the gym, they're into their families.
It shows a lot what kind of person they are.
Okay, we're going to move on to emails. You guys are awesome. Shout out to our sponsors. Thank you everyone for supporting our sponsors and for listening to the show. And I love you all. We'll be right back. One of my dreams is a lube on every nightstand. Do you want to know why?
I have it in my
perfect
nightstand.
In it. That's cool. You can put it in or on. But because there is that stigma, people think that you only use lube if she's dry or there's discomfort, like it's to fix a problem. However, just adding a few drops of lube whenever you're having sex or when you're masturbating, before sex, before you go inside her, it mimics her natural lubrication. So even if she's already wet, that's amazing.
No, it's good.
But it adds another dimension to it. It's like
big fan.
Right?
I'm a big fan.
Every time you have sex, you should use
here's
lube.
a question I have because
women are more likely to orgasm too.
I am a habitual lube user. So here is something that I've been thinking about. If you have a girl that you just started talking to and you have that lube, it's a little awkward bringing it out because she knows that you bought that to use with somebody else.
Right. But okay, I understand what you're saying. But lube is it's kind of like condoms
you
though.
Gotta pretend like, because it's pretty big.
Right.
So it's like, damn, how long? Like the girls probably think like, what the hell you been doing? Like,
well, first
so I kind of like hide it and I put it in my hand in the corner and like.
You can tell your friends with Sex with Emily because I'm going to be giving you so many different kinds of lubes. No, Joe, we work with Joe and they make all these different kinds of really pretty bottle. Like I don't know what kind you use, but you should buy some.
I think water based.
Okay, water based is great for women actually. But here's the thing about lube: it's like condoms. Like you have condoms in your house. I mean, I get it's different because it's not like a used condom.
What's a condom?
Stop, you guys! I'm going to give you a condom.
No, I have condoms.
I've never seen one before in my life.
But I'm saying is that it's not. I don't think that that's a weird thing. I think that what I would hope is that women would just understand that like that's my goal, that they'll understand that you're using it because it feels better to both of you. I don't think that she's freaking out that you have lube. Everybody should have lube.
But you should you act like, okay, you have sex with her like the first time without lube. You go, I think I should need lube. And then like you should order a new one just to make her feel like you bought that for
No, lube is not like that.
Can you reuse lube?
Lube is like dish soap or something. I mean, it's like you just have it. You don't buy new hand soap in the bathroom.
Can you use dish soap?
No, don't use dish soap. Just
use coconut oil before.
Yeah, coconut oil. You can use coconut oil, but I don't recommend it because you never know.
Motor oil.
No, we're going to give you guys some lubes.
Maple syrup?
But I'm going to give you some flavored lubes too that are really good.
Is it healthy?
Taste good. It's healthy though. It's water based and they feel good. But I'm saying that no, I don't think that you need to.
Is it organic, vegan?
Yes.
Only if it's vegan.
Yes, it is organic.
Yeah, right.
It is.
Okay, well, I'm down.
Guys, you think I mess around with lubes that are not delicious and good for you? So no, I don't. I don't think that. Do you know that?
Would you do that?
I would.
Yeah, right.
We have this salted caramel lube, and it literally when we're at the trade shows.
For some reason, that sounds gross. I don't know what it is.
I'll eat it if you'll eat it.
Wait,
the salted caramel.
Where's it at?
It's in the closet, in the sex toy closet.
I want to see Vinny.
It's so good.
It's my favorite
They actually
flavor.
hand it out.
I want to see it.
Yeah. They hand it out on at trade shows. The salted caramel lube. I'm telling you, it feels great for oral sex. You can put it on her body when she's going down in you. It's not sticky. This is what I'm telling you guys. I would not give you like your grandfather's. No, you don't know me.
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't give you your grandfather's sticky lube. This is like your parents' lube.
Like he
this is like
used it?
modern day lube. No, and you know what? She's not going to think that. Why do you have a bottle of lube there that you used it with someone else?
Right.
Lube toys.
Oh, Vaseline. Do people use Vaseline?
Yeah, toys is a little weird.
Don't use Vaseline.
Let me see this stuff.
Okay.
What's the difference?
So this is
Salted caramel.
Hazelnut Express. That's a good business.
I'm telling you. It's
is it
really
called
good.
Joe? Oh no,
Joe. It's called Joe. The brand is Joe, and it's the only lube that I sell, that I talk about. I mean, I sell it, but that I even like. They're like my.
What's that one? The salted caramel.
Because you can buy like bad lubes that hurt you.
Daniel, put it on your finger and put it in my mouth.
Oh my God, you're gonna feed each other lube? This is so romantic. It tastes good. Okay, this is amazing. Okay, I'll do this too.
Come on, I gotta open it up here.
Nervous?
No, I just don't have fingernails.
Okay. Oh my God, they're.
Oh, I got a thing to say.
They're feeding each other Joe lube. Go. Yeah.
Really off my finger?
No, I'm not licking your finger.
Yeah, exactly. That's dirty.
Give me it.
Come
How about
on.
No, yeah.
Just get.
It's really good. Imagine if it's
So,
like salted caramel.
All right, enough. I'm not eating it.
Just cook it.
Eat it.
Oh yeah.
Is it good?
It's pretty good.
It's good, right?
If I was a girl, I'd be going to town. And I get my sugar intake up if I was diabetic.
I know, right? Exactly. It is true that some women are like, I don't like the taste. And they're like, oh, well, I could give you oral sex that tastes like gelato.
I'm going to have to steal some from you.
We're giving you a gift pack. I told you. You guys, no one ever leaves here without some things to make your life even more pleasurable.
This just came in my head because I thought of dirty fingers.
Tell me, Daniel.
Dirty fingers. You know what's so gross is when I see guys with dirty ass long fingernails, and I'm thinking about if I was a girl, I would never in a million years want this guy going near my vagina.
You're absolutely right.
Is that a thought?
It is a thought. And I talk about hygiene a lot on the show, that you really do. Everyone needs to wash their hands before sex and wash up before sex. If you have like a busy day and you're running around,
dirt in there, and
yeah, that's gross. That's how you get infections.
What are some turnoffs?
I was going to ask you that. I would say hygiene is turn off.
Okay, let's hear for girls, for guys.
Sexual or
sex.
Guys who don't do foreplay. I say guys who are not interested in foreplay. Guys who don't pay attention. Paying attention is huge.
What do you mean by pay attention?
I mean, like paying attention to how her body is moving, if she's responsive, if she's like when you're like doing the jackhammer and she's just like, looking at her phone and you didn't really notice that she wasn't.
You look at the phone, I'd be so
No, I'm
pissed.
kidding, but I'm saying that, my show is sex advice, and I give a ton of sex advice and help a lot of people. But what the basic premise of sex, I think one of the things that you can learn the most of is when you pay attention to women. Yes. I think that because every woman is different, right? Mm-hmm. If you put 100 women in a room and they were all masturbating, for example, they would all be doing something different. And you'd be like, how?
I know girls who say they don't masturbate even.
That's true. These women that you're talking to. A lot of girls
nowadays are like, they come across as like almost asexual in a sense because they don't want to come. Society over the many years has kind of
right.
They kind of feel like they don't want the stigma of being like a slut or being like promiscuous or whatever. So now girls are kind of being the opposite of that. They're kind of they're going after their career. They're trying to be polite and proper. Mm-hmm. So,
but I think that's sort of a perception that you have, and I think that for some women that could be true. But I think it's a different time right now, and I think that.
Well, I'm saying I meet all types. I'm just saying I do meet a bunch of girls now. I'm like, what?
Right.
Well, sex is good.
Sex is supposed to be fun. So my bottom line is that sex is supposed to be fun, and I think that we make it really difficult. So the thing about the women, they're all different. So just because your last girlfriend might have liked it when you went down at her and fingered her in a certain way, the next one be like, I don't want fingers at all. So that's why if you're with her, you're like, you could be paying attention.
You have to do, because I know some girls like things hard, some like it soft, especially like
you have to pick up on their body language.
You got to pick up the body language and breathing. You got, it's the body language. Good. See, Vinny knows.
Trust me, I know. I was just going to say, I noticed with girls, like some, I find like when you're doing like things with your hands, like some like it soft, some like it hard, and it's like you have to pay attention because
it's true. Right. Yeah. It's good to always start slow though, and use lube if you're fingering them too. This is going to change your life.
Girls
you guys
love getting fingered more than anything. I've noticed.
I love all your girl declarations.
I'm just saying. I think girls love it.
Every girl loves being fingered.
If you do it good, yeah.
What do you? I don't. That's not true.
You don't think girls like?
There's a lot of girls who. I think that some girls put up with it, but they don't know. They don't have the words yet to say they don't like it, and they don't know that's okay. But I give people permission to say it's okay. That doesn't feel good. Mm-hmm. It's not every girl likes it.
No, I'm exaggerating.
I understand.
I find like,
but when we say things like that here, I got to just clarify that it's not every girl. But I feel like you are holding on to a
finger.
You what?
I'd rather go down on a girl than finger.
Really? Why?
Just like boring. I think I get more. I get more.
Jump a loose change from something.
Yeah, like I get more out of it by going down on a girl than just fingering her.
You guys, will you help me answer some emails from my listeners?
Mm-hmm,
I think you guys can be so useful here. If you have a question you want me to answer on the show, that's amazing. You can text me your question. All one word, text Ask Emily to 797979. And you can also submit a question to sexwithemily.com via the Ask Emily tab. And as always, include your gender, your age, where you live, and how you listen to the show. Hi, Emily. I'm a 37-year-old divorced guy who loves your show. Your podcast and others have helped me learn about myself after my 10-year relationship ended. Now I'm ready to step back into dating. What is the right way, other than just coming out and saying it, to ask a girl out? I have this one girl in mind, but I don't know anything about her other than where she works, a store that I frequent. She's always smiling at me and seems to remember things about what I buy. I don't want to misinterpret her friendly nature as being flirty or interested if that's not the case. I find her attractive, friendly, and I'd like to get to know her. I do a lot of shopping at the store. I don't want to change where I shop if I cause friction by asking her out or assuming she's not interested. How do I gauge her interest or boldly ask for a date? Aaron, 37, Dayton, Ohio.
Okay, so I think
man.
he's been out of the game for 10 years,
Yeah.
so he's a little insecure, obviously.
Big time. Because I know if I
You
was
guys are like nodding.
I was furious.
enthusiastically.
I think off the bat he has to maybe find something in common with her and just build off of it. Like
Okay.
even though she works she's a cashier or
Yeah,
something.
if she works at some store that he frequents. I don't know what it is.
Well, he can't be frequented too much because then that'll get creepy. But
Yeah.
maybe just find something in common that they can talk about and kind of parlay that into her. If she's single, or if they would even, if she would even entertain the deal of maybe getting coffee with him or something.
Right.
He's got to just find a segue.
But he sounds like she's giving him the eye or whatever it was
Right.
what he said.
But he's overthinking it and saying, well, what
Yes.
if she's just flirting and then I can't shop there? He's way overthinking it. I
Right.
say
Well,
just
yeah,
gotta
he's
ask.
He was in a relationship since he was 27.
He's overthought it by too much, and now it could be awkward. I mean, end of the day, the best thing would be just go ask her.
Yeah, maybe just be straightforward, and I
Just-
agree with that.
Yeah.
Let's go for a walk and grab coffee or something.
Yeah. Say, this is fun. I love talking to you here. Let's grab coffee. What are you doing? What are you doing Thursday? Let's get dinner. I mean, I think
No,
you just
I
got to
find
be
dinner's
straightforward.
too- I find dinner
Okay,
too
drink.
much. Yeah.
Or lunch.
What I say is go for coffee or go for a walk. Always awesome. 'Cause going for a walk doesn't make you feel insecure. Like this way, you're kind of moving around
Yeah.
and things are
A walk
agile.
is a good
Check out your
idea.
Walk's the best. I
surroundings.
love
Check out your
walking,
surroundings
yeah.
and stuff like that.
So you meet women up for dates on a walk date.
Always, every single time. That way, it's first off, it costs basically no money. We can leave anytime you want. I got to go. This is
You
my.
just walk the other way. You're like, this was fun.
Gotta make a left. Yeah, you suck.
I'm going north, you're
when
going
you're
south.
say in a restaurant or everyone, people might be looking at you and whatever. This way, it's kind of like it's more you're like pointing to things and look at this, look at that. It's just more fun. It seems.
Wow, that's a walking
I think
date.
he should just be straight up because then he's going to psych himself out and it's going to
Thank
get
you
weird.
for bringing this back and helping
Yeah.
them, Aaron.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think that there's a lot of male behaviors in here, patterns that I see. Women do
she's
too,
gonna-
overthinking it. Listen, you're attracted to her. You're in the store. Don't worry that it's going to be awkward. Like, just let her know. Say, I love talking to you here. Let's grab coffee.
Yeah.
Done.
Sure.
Don't overthink it. And you are 10 years out of the game, though, Aaron. So just go easy on yourself. That it's a muscle.
Yeah.
So dating is like a muscle. And the
Maybe
more,
you can find her name and maybe do a little background research. Try to do an Instagram search.
No.
Don't be creepy with it. Just
gotta.
go.
Just a little something.
Vinny's too creepy like that.
I mean, that's like going to her house. That's creepy. Just trying to maybe see if she's got a boyfriend or something. Then you can check out the Instagram.
Yeah,
little
exactly. Okay. Hi, Emily. I'm a huge fan of your podcast. As a guy, I think your insight is always so helpful, thoughtful, and I'm always looking forward to listening to the next episode. Recently, I met this girl who's cute, pretty cool, and interested in just being friends and having casual sex. We've had sex a handful of times. You're like, that girl doesn't exist. And it's always been really fun for both of us. I'm pretty open about talking about sex, and I'm always looking for ways to make it more fun, exciting, and even improve some of my techniques. I was wondering if you had any advice or technique when it comes to going down on a woman and even using my hands or fingers to pleasure a woman. I guess I'm looking for some concrete techniques and tips that I can apply so I know I'm hitting all the right buttons in a good way. Thanks in advance. Love the podcast and everything you do.
Hitting all the right
J24
buttons.
Missouri.
I'd love to hear what you have to say about this.
Right. See,
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God, I'm reading this one
coming
because
from a girl or a lady.
a guy. No, it's coming from a guy, but I'm a woman.
I mean, yeah,
right.
yeah.
So this
I
is
wanna
what I
hear
want
what
to
you
tell you
have
all.
to say, yeah.
This is the lesson.
But then again, like you said, everybody's
Let's
different.
get a lesson here.
Okay, so there's some basics here,
Yeah.
Jay and Vinny and Daniel. So I would say that the things that you really have to learn is what we were saying earlier is that you really need to pay attention. And by that, I mean is how is her body moving? Is she enthusiastic? You can tell if she's into it, if she's not, is she not moving at all?
Receptive or she's on her phone.
Right,
It's just
exactly. And then as far as like oral, it's really about going slow and building up the tease. So I think the mistake that a lot of men make is that they go right for
They go to
the clitoris.
town, yeah.
So you're making out with the girl maybe for a second, and then you're like, whoosh, and you're like, you skip the boobs completely. You go right down, take her pants off, and you're like, right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so the thing about the clitoris, you guys know where the clitoris is, right? You know all that. I wish I had my vulva puppet.
Was
I need
that thing on the breast? No,
It's a nipple.
that's a nipple.
the areola.
Areola.
But the clitoris, right? That's where like
Where the clitoris is.
8,000.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. 8,000. Not kidding. Some guys don't know, but there's like 8,000 nerve endings. But it's not just the little button. It's like the whole area. The
Vulva?
Vulva. Nice.
Vulva.
Nice. High five to you for the vulva.
I know my vagina.
And you know your vagina.
Seen a few in my days.
That's good. That's good. And so you want to like tease it, right? So play with their inner thighs, like massage. You can like do little licks around, but don't go. You want to like warm her up. So I think the big thing is the tease, and you can kiss her down her body, like her breasts, her stomach.
You gotta
and
let
then
it marinate a little bit.
Let her marinate. Yeah,
Don't steal
turn
my
her
word.
on.
Don't steal my word.
I've said that.
Kidding, that's my word. You know it.
Because I think that the mistake, I think that when guys are turned on, they're like, yeah, like I want to blowjob now. Like don't start licking. I mean, although I do think it's nice to tease men sometimes, but women, like it helps us with our arousal.
Yeah.
Like it'll help. We'll be more ready for sex. We're more likely to have orgasms when we have more foreplay. So this way, when you're going to, so then you get there and you're fooling around with her. He's asking techniques. I think that every woman's different. Some women like fingers, some women don't. But I would not start with fingers. I would start with your mouth and your tongue. And like there's, again, go slow, lick around, lick in circles, play with your tongue. Make sure that it's...
Do the alphabet? So what's that from?
The alphabet?
We had a funny skit on The Bachelor. We had to go on stage and reveal like our most awkward sex stories.
That was
One
crazy.
of the guys, he just brought up, he did the alphabet on a girl. It's like A, B, C.
Right.
It was pretty funny.
I think in a way that, I don't think the alphabet necessarily works, but if it gets your tongue moving in different directions, that can work. So concrete's also, here's my number one tip, Jay, and for you guys, is that one of the big concerns that I think that women have often is that we don't really know that you want to be there or that you're into us, that you want to do it. And we're thinking like, what if, I don't taste good or you don't want to do it? The best thing you can say to a woman is, I just want to go down on you and I'm going to be here all night. I'm not going anywhere. And then she can like relax and settle in. And then
that's the big thing with females is feeling relaxed and feeling
comfortable. Yeah.
So a massage is also great to get her like, you guys, I'm sure you learned that in high school, right? Give a girl a massage.
That's one of the best starts.
One of my segues,
that was my trick of the trade.
Oh, my back's hurting. I just worked out.
I'm gonna give her a massage.
Give her a massage.
Yeah, vice versa. That's one of the best ways to start, for sure.
It is though, because the women are really, we're all stressed out. I think sex actually is so pleasurable.
The vagina's a muscle, gotta relax it.
Yeah, everything's a muscle, and so I feel like
sometimes you gotta work it hard though.
No, not too hard. I think another tip is to go slower than you think with every sex move. Go 5 times slower than you think. So I think I can go oral sex forever. No, you're good. But I think, and then with fingers again, you got to see if she's into it. But a lot of women, you could when you're going down on her, you could add fingers after she's already turned on.
What about butt stuff? Do girls?
Let's talk about butt stuff. I have a butt plug sitting here. We started talking about that earlier.
Butt stuff, even
anal sex. What do you think about it?
Done it once.
I've done it once, a long time ago. Right. The only thing I have to say is,
yes, Daniel.
And this is curious. I'm curious what you think about this. So let's say we're not using a condom. Let's say it's my boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever I'm into.
What the?
Are you into men?
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking for like.
Got it. You're trying to be inclusive.
Yeah.
If she's.
Well, no, I'm talking about like if I was gay or gay people.
Good for it. I like. Right. Good.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So you're saying.
Anyways, and let's say I'm doing anal sex, and then
doing the anal.
What about like things like poop, and then what happens if they want to like suck on you? Like
right?
What is that?
Their problem.
Is messy.
That's their problem, not yours.
Sex can be messy. It's true, and so I think that before sex, there's a lot of women. You just or whoever's receiving. You can use like an enema, but not the kind. Don't use the vinegar that come in. If you really feel like you need to, and you're like, let's say you like, I know I'm having anal sex and I'm constipated. I mean, you can use one. You take out the water. I mean, you take out the vinegar and you can add water to it. But most people have healthy bowels. It moves through them, and like you might not want to go have a huge Mexican dinner that night and then go and have anal sex.
You have something you have to
but
prepare
most
for.
of us moves. Yeah,
if you're out of the college bar and this girl's just like, take me back and throw it in my ass, you might have to worry about
right.
it.
And you want to make sure.
And she just had Taco Bell on the way back.
And then like I know there's one girl that was like, she's like, yeah, you can stick it in my ass and then I can suck your dick, and I'm like.
Right. So that actually, I would advise against that.
Yeah.
Because you should take a shower. You should get clean. You should actually be very clean with that. So
because when you get poop in your mouth,
you would.
It turns me. You would think about it, so it turns you off.
That's like I know. That's what exactly.
Yeah, it's not. It's really not for all the bacteria and stuff. But maybe she was saying that thinking that you would think that was hot, but clearly
no.
That would turn me off.
Was she drunk?
No, sober. Just talking like that's like just.
She's like, so I would like I'd like to have anal sex and then suck on you after.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, and that's a freak. I like a freak, but that's like.
What is that? Okay, right. But to me, that would not be sanitary. You should.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like a germaphobe when it comes to like that sort of stuff,
Right, I get it. Well, so now we're clearing. So the truth is, you guys, we've done a lot of anal shows, but talked about anal, is that I think that's a big concern for people, but you just make sure that you're clean and that you shower and you take care of it and like all that stuff that you have to wear a condom and you can, just be safe. So any other sex questions that you guys have for me? I feel like there's a lot of work we could do here. In a good way.
Even a lot of work. What's that supposed to mean?
No, fun, like good stuff. Like the next time you have sex, you'll be like, oh wow, this was next level.
Yeah.
Just like dating is next level for you now.
What do you got, Daniel?
Anything about women that you're like, why does that happen? I mean, we covered a lot, but
I can't think off the top of my head. I should have been prepared.
Well, going back to like say you're giving her like oral sex and she's like, no, stop. You know, it's like,
well, it's
too
true
much.
that some women that it can be too much.
Yeah, so
it
what
can
is
be.
that? Like they just can't handle it anymore.
Okay, I'll tell you. There's two things. Either she really can't handle it. Did she have an orgasm already or not?
No, it was like she couldn't have one. It was like building up, and then it didn't.
It didn't happen. That happens sometimes, but then you stop, obviously.
Yeah.
But for some women, they do just it gets really sensitive and it's too much.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just the person doing it. It's not, a lot of times we have a hard time articulating what we need. And so we're just like, I'd rather just have them stop because I know it's not going to happen.
Has every girl that you've had sex with been able to have an orgasm?
No, God, no.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, good. I was going to ask you guys that as well because I'm like, no.
I've only...
No.
What?
I think I've only been able to have...
It's crazy too.
Maybe
Like
3 girls that I've ever been with.
some like so.
Wait, back up. 3 girls you've been with have had orgasms with you?
Yes.
During intercourse?
Yes.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like I've always been
Consistently.
mostly a relationship guy, but
That's
there's
good.
only 3 of them.
I find like a lot of girls have troubles getting them sometimes.
That's true.
Yeah.
So do you guys know that only 30% of women have orgasms during intercourse?
Yeah.
Only 30%.
Yeah, I
so
can
that would
believe
make
it.
sense, assuming that you slept with maybe 10
girls,
women,
yeah.
right? Which is bad.
10 last night.
20. No, right.
No.
But what I'm saying is so that's a great question. So since only 30% of women can, and of those women, it's not every time, what does that mean? It means that it's just messed up because we're always supposed to assume that women can, and you're like, why
Right,
can't
and
she?
that knocks me down a little bit if you're
Yeah,
having
yeah,
sex
yeah.
with a girl
Yeah.
and she doesn't have an orgasm. It's like, what are you doing wrong?
Right,
And
but
then
you're
like,
not.
Yeah.
Though, let me tell you this. So there's some hacks here, some things you can do.
Life
Okay,
hacks.
life hacks, sex hacks. Is that the reason why she can't? A lot of times, women can't, is because we just require so much clitoral stimulation, and a lot of times during sex, when you're just like rubbing, and it's just not going to be enough. No matter what position, and it's the way every woman's anatomy is different, and so the best thing you can do to help with that is not trip up on it. It's really nothing that you're
That's
doing
why girls
wrong.
like to usually be on top because they're like,
Yeah, exactly. Look at you. I feel like if we were giving out you get an A right now. No, but it is true that so women require more clitoral, they require more foreplay. So that's why I'm talking about
But it's funny, like
oral
I hate to say it.
and using your fingers.
I hate to say it, and Vinny can definitely back me up. But sometimes we get jealous, or not jealous. We get selfish, and
I know
you just want to get it. You just want to do your guys. You just want to do your thing.
I
or
know,
something like that,
Yeah.
you know?
dude. I know that's how most.
I've been getting lazy in my older age.
Yeah.
Oh
me too,
no,
yeah.
you guys. I know that's how.
I fell asleep during a blowjob once.
I've heard these stories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It was
I
that
can
good
never
of
do
a
that.
blowjob.
I don't know if it was that
Vinny
good,
can,
but I was
not
tired.
to default, but you can fall. You can fall asleep pretty easily. So
Yeah.
don't fall the girl.
Okay, wait, but you guys, I know what you're saying about the selfish thing, and that can happen sometimes. But women, I feel like it happens more than not with men that they're like, I can't figure out. You're this puzzle that it's not going to happen for you, and I don't know how to control this. I'm so turned on,
Yeah.
and I'm going to orgasm. We're both going to roll over and fall asleep, and you didn't say anything, so you probably don't care that much. But she does care. Like, not every time, but she cares in the sense of she wants to know that you're conscious that she hasn't had one, and maybe she's got a toy. Like, so many women have, like, a toy that she can get off in, like, 2 minutes, or maybe she did want some more oral, but she needs to tell you how
I've had
she
it
wants
before
it.
where I'm like, do it yourself. You know, I'll watch. I don't mind.
That's a
I've
good
done that before
tactic.
too. Like you can because sometimes like she's like, oh, let me do it. I'm like, sure, let's see. And I'm like, I don't mind that as well.
Right. That's
Like
great.
on
And then
FaceTime
she
or in
got up-
person?
No, in person.
Either. No. But I think mutual masturbation is a great tip for people.
Yeah,
I would
oh,
say,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
you can both, if you know it's not going to happen, you can both jack
Yeah.
off because you're seeing how
I've
she
done it
touches
where I'm
herself.
where obviously, you know, drinking doesn't help, and so I've had to do it myself because it's like I'm try first having intercourse, and it's like just you're mashing, you know, making mashed potatoes, not working out, so I have to do it myself.
Making mashed potatoes, you do a lot of mashing. Mashing, typically, that pounding isn't.
No, I mean it's like you know, it's just like no, it's not working like that. So I have to do it
Okay.
myself.
Right, you have to jack yourself off.
And then sometimes I think some of the girls might get offended because they think it's like they're not good enough, or whatever. But it's like no, it's my
Daniel has sex like the dude in American Psycho where he flexes and he's
You
he's funny.
do.
I've never done that. No,
Yes,
never
you
done
have.
that.
You
I
do
swear to
a
God,
mirror-
I've never
do
done
a
that.
mirror all around.
You do
around
like
it.
sets. You're like 5, 4, 3,
No,
2,
never done
1.
that.
It's like American
You're
Psycho.
checking out your obliques.
No, never
Just,
done that.
You guys,
I swear to God. I swear to God.
You wait till she goes to the
Actually,
bathroom.
wait. I mean, there probably was a mirror at one point in time.
Were you flexed?
No, not flex. But I was like, yeah,
Right.
you see yourself.
But here's the thing, you guys. This is what I'm going to leave you with: is that I get you said, of course, you'd rather receive oral sex than give oral sex, but there's something that when you really get when you're into a woman.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And
I
you
love it
realize that
sometimes,
like
yeah. I'm an
you
animal.
are going down, then you're like, oh, I'm actually doing it right. Because I think women worry too. We're all worried that we're not pleasing
Girls,
our partner.
I love when girls are vocal. The biggest thing is vocal.
Oh, tell me when she's making noises.
Well, not just that, but I love when a girl's saying this or that,
yeah, telling you what
and
you
vice
want.
versa.
I wanna know.
It's so nice because it's just like anything in life. You don't know. Sometimes girls like different things, and that's why I'm always like, not to be creepy, like, do you like that, or
No, that's
Plus,
good.
it helps us out too. Like, let me know where and how you want it.
So thank you for saying that.
If
'cause
anyone is listening, be vocal. That's the biggest thing.
I think a lot of women, but okay, but I want to go back to you here, Daniel, because you were saying that women, I think it's true that they might feel like they're going to be seen as slutty if they know what they like. Like they might be feeling like, oh, if I show them all this stuff, then people like Daniel are going to assume that I know my body really well. Maybe it's of that same ilk. It's in that same judgment.
I think once you get,
earlier.
that was like that's way before. But once you get in the bed, it's usually all hell breaks loose. You know?
I feel like what hell breaks. Yeah, just everything's off the table in the sense of.
And then it doesn't matter.
I feel like you're right though that women and men should talk about more what they want in bed.
Oh,
because
100%.
why should you? I mean, right? Do you guys ever tell someone when they're giving you a blowjob, or you're like, "Can you do this faster, or slower?"
Yeah, I'm like, faster, more and more.
More, deeper,
Like,
faster.
you're giving me like rug burn. I hate that.
Use some teeth.
No,
Said no
burn.
one ever.
Right, exactly. Okay, you guys, this was awesome. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. This is really fun. Okay, everyone, check you out on Bachelor in Paradise.
Yes.
Bachelor in Paradise.
Check us out on an
Give
EBT
all
show
your-
there where we just talk about sex for an hour.
Yeah, it's amazing. But you guys, do you want to give it out? We have all this on our website, but your social and all that?
Yep.
What is it?
What's my Instagram? Daniel Sean Maguire.
Right here, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
if you want to slide in my DMs, it's at Vinny Vinsane.
Yeah, they read them too.
We do, but we don't respond to many because it's just hard.
It's a full-time job.
Because if you respond to this one, then you got to respond to that one. You know, it's
And
just,
the next thing you know, it's getting screenshot, put on Twitter.
Okay, well, you guys are doing the good work. It sounds like you're having fun.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Thank you for being here. And thank you, everyone, for listening to the show.
Thanks for having us.
It was awesome. We're going to get some toys. Thank you to my amazing team. And thanks, everyone, for listening. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com.